Hey friends, welcome to the Stationery Cafe Happy Hour. This is April from Penguins Creative, and we have Kelly from Kelly Love Flutters here with me today. And we're going to talk about all things stationery and fun things in the community. So join us with a drink, and we're going to talk about something new, something old, and something in our shopping cart. Hey Kelly, how's it going?
Hey April, it's very good. How's your health? Since we had to skip last week.
I know, I was just like wrecked. RECKTED.
Rected.
Exactly. It was bad, but at least I got my voice back. For how long we talked about it in the past 2 years about like getting vaccinated and like be careful, wear a mask, and like I knew this day would come when one of us would fall prey to COVID, and that was it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
But you seem to like be, you know, like your symptoms weren't as bad as, they could have been.
I know. Thank God I took the booster shot and like had all
Yeah.
that, like did all that I can, so that even though I did get it, it wasn't that bad. Like it was bad the few days when the symptoms hit hard, but then viral infections are kind of insane. They just kind of like disappear one day, and so when I recovered, it was just like wow, okay, that was a sudden recovery. but yeah, last week I
Yeah,
definitely took it
definitely.
easy. It was nice.
Yeah, I'm really glad that you're done now.
Yeah, I know. Just gotta be careful so I don't like catch it again or anything. But yeah, I'm on the up and recovery. Yeah.
Yay.
How's it been? Valentine's Day fast approaching. I know it's another busy season for the stationery stores. So
It really is. But so this last weekend it was so crazy at the shop. Like we just Saturday and Sunday were both nuts, and I was like, wow. There on Saturday there was a point in the day when there was so many people in the store that I didn't even want to leave behind the counter because I'll go like behind like out in the store like talk to people, but I was like, I'm just gonna stay here until they all go away. This is scary.
oh my goodness. Yeah.
But everybody's still super mask compliant. Oh, and I got to meet a listener on Saturday. That was really cool. She visited from Eugene, I think, with a couple friends, and I believe her name was Mel, if I'm not mistaken. So,
Hi Mel.
hello. Yeah,
Nice.
it was really cool. I always love being able to like actually talk to the people.
I know, like, are you guys the one that did the podcast? I'm like, yeah.
I know, it's like, whoa, people want to listen to me gab, okay.
So what are you drinking tonight?
So I have my weird echinacea juice from Trader Joe's that I still have that jug of it, like the original one that I bought. Because I'm slow to drink these
Oh
things.
my goodness. Well,
What do you
I'm
have there?
drinking green tea, or actually jasmine tea. It's like jasmine green tea.
Nice.
That when you came out to Seattle that one time and we went to this Japanese izakaya kind of place, Shinya Shokudo, like downtown around Belltown. And so I had the cravings, and last night we decided to do like a pickup, like a takeout thing from that restaurant. And they typically have like bubble tea, like green tea, kind of as their drink.
Oh yeah.
And then I was just craving their tea so bad that I went for the party size jug. So I lugged home a whole gallon of that green tea.
Stop. Oh my
I'm just
god.
like,
Who are
I'm
you?
just drinking it.
Is it really good?
It's really nice. It's like not that sweet, and it's like that jasmine tea taste, and it has to have those bubble tea syrups. Sometimes the
Yeah, yeah.
sometimes the tea that you brew yourself just doesn't quite hit as hard.
No.
So
Seriously, I don't know why it's like that. Yeah, I know what you mean.
I'm just enjoying my full
Oh.
gallon. Like just I gotta drink some water.
That's
right?
amazing.
So-
I want to do that.
So yeah, earlier you were telling me about how am I skipping on a bubble tea? I'm like, yeah, I could have just taken advantage of last night to get some bubble tea from that place, but I went for straight up green tea.
Yeah, because I did want to also tell listeners that how April and I talked about that Hello Studio, the new stuff that they launched that April ordered, and then I ordered it. I just got it today.
The stamps.
And I ordered it like right after we talked about it at the podcast last time. So it took a while, but
It's from Taiwan.
obviously it's from Taiwan. Yeah, and the shipping price is pretty reasonable for being so far away, I think, and I'm obsessed because these little stamps are just so cute, and
the Taiwan stamp set with like the Taiwan beer, the cooking pot, like bubble tea, xiaolongbao, with the little cute fox.
like that's just, can you even?
I know you love that one where
This
the
is
fox
why I bought.
was hugging the bubble tea. I know.
It's like literally why I placed this order.
Well, I'm glad you got them.
But
and
anyway.
you're enjoying them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, are you going to talk about the update, or should we dive right into the new items?
Yeah. Well, I'll just briefly say, you guys know how I was all excited about that gaudy Bennu Valentine's Day pen.
Yeah, with all the hearts and all that stuff.
With all the hearts and stuff. So I was kind of on the fence, and then I got the email notification that I could order from Goulet, and I was like, oh, okay, I'm gonna do it. And so I did it, and then I went back to check like an hour later just to see like what kind of, if they were sold out, and they were completely sold out of all 3 nib sizes.
Oh
I'm
my
like,
goodness.
Wow. Good thing I did it.
You and Phyllis both got like all the Bennu pens now, because she was just saying she also received her Scepter Scepter 19.
I'm so excited to see that in person someday.
They
so
they
not
have
April style.
They have to come up with something spectacular to get me into that.
Yeah, that's fair. It's not for everybody.
Melon soda with bubble tea. I don't know. I'm like just thinking out loud.
Ooh, that would be fun. Oh, if they did bubble tea pens with little bobas. Oh, that would be cute. I mean, not real bobas. That would be gross.
Still on the fence. But we were talking about tea, and I want to dive into my topic.
Yes. Oh, yes. That's a good segue.
Lennon Tool Bar,
Yes.
this ink company from Taiwan. They have been making inks for years now, and one of their iconic series, like back in the days, like a few years ago, were the tea series. And a lot of people, like if you go to Yoseka or anywhere that carries their brand, you'll have like the iconic, like the Sun Moon Lake Ruby Black Tea, the Tie Guan Yin, the other kind like similar to oolong tea. But they recently came out with 3 more additions to their tea series, which includes grass jelly tea, citrus tea, and oolong tea, specifically iced oolong tea. And these 3 colors are great, but I'm just like blown away by the packaging. They actually went kind of above and beyond and really updated a lot of the whole presentation of their inks. Like if you think about Lennon Tool Bar back in the days when I first started collecting them, they were just like little glass bottles with like that metal kind of like pewter type kind of like screw cap. And now remember there was a phase where they kind of transitioned towards that nail polish like looking, kind of like diamond looking bottles, glass bottles that looks more sturdier. And today they even like went and updated the exterior box packaging with like these labels that actually like are reflective, has that rose gold-y shine. It's just, I just love it so much.
Oh, the foil.
The foiling, yeah. They actually look like tea packages right now. The way it's presented. Yeah.
And they've got that like at the bottom of the box Lennon Tool Bar letterpress printed. It looks like into the packaging.
It's just it just looks very nice right now, as opposed to the old packaging, which is just like a white box and then like a little strip of logo sticker. They really have evolved throughout the year. And these 3 colors, you know, it's kind of like these drinks like are like my nostalgic drink. Grass jelly tea, like this is kind of going a little bit beyond like, you know, your basic kind of like tea type, but these are kind of like drinks, like these ice Dongding oolong cha is the actual name. This oolong tea is just, it's such a refreshing drink to drink as you approach like the hotter days. And that citrus tea, it's actually kind of like an iconic tea type. Like I don't know how to explain the specific citrus that was used, but in Taiwan, the Hakkans, they like kind of had, it was their style of tea. And then again, it's like, it's just super refreshing and like healthy for you as well. Like they, in Chinese medicine, we like to say like there's like fire in you, you know, you're feeling a little heated and you drink that tea, it will kind of like quench that thirst in you and make you just feel more balanced. So these three tea, like I feel like I've been enjoying orange inks, and since I missed out on the whole Bungu box Mikan hype thing, I kind of want to jump on that citrus tea a little bit. And actually, didn't Bungu box recently came out with like another Mikan, like a more brownish tea, citrus tea pen too, like, but it has a more of a more brown look to it. You have to go check it out. But I'm just like,
I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
everyone's kind of going on this like orange kind of citrusy vibe now, and and so I think I definitely want that citrus tea color to kind of like resolve my FOMO for the Bungu box Mikan. But the other two colors, you know, the grass jelly tea is that kind of like a little bit more of a reddish brown, kind of darker, and then the oolong cha has like more of a green gray vibe. I think they're all great colors for those who want their inks to be named after tea.
Well, I'm like really obsessed with so April sent a link to the Lennon Tool Bar Instagram page, and they have photos of the packaging, but then someone has written the names in Chinese, and it looks so freaking good. Like,
yes,
I love how the shading of the orange one is so vibrant.
Yes,
and like the oolong cha is like, it just makes me want to like have oolong cha.
I know.
Like right now.
Yes. And the way they write it, like, looks exactly like how they would write it if you like go to Taiwan, you go to any of the street food stall, you know, like if you want to just buy a drink from the street food stalls and shops, and they would just like haphazardly, like, you know, with their brush pen, just like write something like that in Chinese. In,
but
like,
it still looks so
calligraphy.
gorgeous.
It's like so nostalgic, and I just love it. Like, you know, so I think Lennon Tool Bar, they actually did like a recap, like in one of the posts. It's in Chinese though, so probably hard to understand, but they were like kind of detailing the things they did in the last year, and oh boy, they did so much stuff like outside of ink. Like they're basically based in Zhanghua, which is kind of like the countryside. Like, I'm trying to think about the equivalent of it for, you know what, maybe it is like what Shugo. It's like, it's not like a big town, it's not like the city, it's kind of like out of the way. And so they're like with rice paddy and all that stuff. So they were really trying to go and like promote that kind of like countryside culture, you know, getting closer to the farmers, getting closer to the source of food and like the things that inspire them. And so they like did this like plum juice kind of workshop throughout different parts of town. Like just kind of interesting things that are not necessarily like, you know, ink or like stationery related, and I just love that about them. So I'm already looking forward to what they're gonna bring to us this year, because if you see on their most recent post, there's this like blue ink series, like in like a smaller kind of bottles.
Oh no.
That one has more of like a historical background that I just cannot translate well in this podcast. So we'll have to see more of the swatches and stuff. But it has to do with like, you know, from the World War or something like that. But like words for Taiwan. So a little bit of that historical thing. But anyway, really, really loving those inks.
I see now.
And what brand was it that we talked about before that's also like Taiwan? Like, is it Kala ink that also did like a series of inks inspired after Taiwanese drinks, like milk tea and like pearls and all that stuff.
The one that jet pens carry.
Yeah.
Right?
You shared it before,
Yeah.
so I was just like, yes, everyone's going in the right direction. Like how Bungu Bok had did like the melon tea series, the retro cafe
Yes.
series. I'm just like, we want relatable items in our inks.
And those inks are still up on jet pens. There's milk tea, tapioca, and taro balls.
Yes.
I still want all those.
I love it.
Oh man.
Nice. So, what's your new item?
Oh my gosh. So I'm really glad that this information was released to the public yesterday, because I just also found out about it yesterday, and it's kind of disappointing, and I wanted to talk about it. So wait, I didn't bring it up, but it's right here. So Lamy Safari, we were all like, oh cool, what's Lamy gonna do for their Safari special editions for 2022?
Last year was orange and khaki.
To me, this is kind of a letdown.
Last year was the orange and the khaki color, right?
Right, the terracotta and savannah, excuse you. and those were actually, like, I guess, super kind of throwback editions. Because,
right, to one of the OG color combos. Yeah.
Yeah, and those were kind of cool, that's fine. But so the past 3 years, this is the third year in a row of them doing the matte plastic as opposed to the like shiny plastic, which is, for example, this one right here is the shiny. I don't have a matte one, but the so it's called Strawberries and Cream, and that's cute as hell, and like I love that, right? Of course, but it's literally just a red matte Lamy Safari and a like cream colored matte Lamy Safari, like not white, but it's kind of that off-white color, which I feel like, and I was talking to Lexi about this, actually. This was her take, was like, she was like, well, I think if Sailor did something like that, it'd be super cute, but because it's Lamy, it's like, I don't know, it's not really that exciting.
You're biased towards Lamy in a sense.
Well, and I do think it's cool that, like, all the, if you're watching here, like this, the clip on these, as
even
opposed
the
to
clip
just being silver.
Yeah.
Yeah, the clip is white or red, and then, like, the finials are also white or red. And so
the whole thing is that single color.
Yeah.
Did that with the edition last year? Like, was last year also like...
No.
Oh, okay.
But see, the edition last year, they had like a black clip and a black nib, so that was kind of cool. Mm-hmm. But then the one before that, with the candy editions, those were also kind of like this one, the violet, the aquamarine, and the mango. So like, it's at least better than this year's All-Star, which is called like shiny white or something like that. I'm like, no, this is just silver.
You know what's wrong and why it's a letdown to you? Like, from the photos, the lack of strawberries and cream in the photo. Like,
right. Yeah.
Remember when TSC came up with the salmon?
Yeah, yes.
And then they put it right next to like a real plate of salmon. Like, Lamy,
which is so great.
You have a great concept here. Strawberries and creams are delightful to many people, and like my qualm with it is that you need it as a set. You need to buy both for it to make sense.
Right.
Like, on its own,
you
the strawberry doesn't look a strawberry to me, and like it felt very like Chinese, like Lunar New Year red to me.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
The cream is cream-like, but then kind of bland on its own. So yeah, you need it as a set. So I have to wait for Lamy to show us their promo photo. I feel like this is not exciting to me because of the lack of strawberries and cream in the photo.
I mean, to be totally fair, it is just a Lamy safari. It's not like it has to be a total like barn burner or anything, but like, I I want it to be that.
Strawberry and cream. I'm like, yeah, there's just it's kind of like it's just like a little bit closer. I don't know, maybe it's the color, the hue of the red. Like I have the Shizuoka strawberry and I don't think anything could top that, you know?
Yeah.
So
No, well, and that's how it should be, right? With the little green finial for the strawberry leaves. Oh, so cute. But Lammy's thing isn't really about being cute though, which is why maybe that's why I'm confused about it, because it's like you're usually not trying to be cute, but here you are with your strawberry. Like what?
makes sense. Yeah. Kind of
I don't know. I'm thinking
kind of perplexing.
yeah. I'm thinking too hard about it.
I know. But well, you know what? I feel like this is again one of those items when it comes out, people might start hopping on it and then we'll start seeing it live. Like I feel like maybe the red isn't convincing me yet, but I personally am not a Lamy fan just because of a bad Lamy Safari matte experience on my end.
Oh
Don't buy pens
yeah.
from Amazon.
Oh. Yeah, that's not Lammy's fault.
It may not be Lammy's fault, but it may have tainted my heart a little bit. So, I'm not like dying to get my hands on it. I like the concept though. So I need to see
Yeah.
I need to see the actual official promotion photo. Like that's
Well, and for what it's worth, we're gonna carry him at Oblation, so
you guys need to like position it next to some like fake strawberries or something.
I know, right? Yeah, Lexi is so good at taking photos. I'm sure she's gonna come up with
Like
something.
I feel like that's the way to like, bump it up a little bit in like amazingness.
Definitely.
Nice.
Yes.
So moving on
Oh,
this week.
okay, yeah. So April, what's this about? Is this something I don't know about?
Well, I gotta say the pro gear, the après ski, so Sailor Pro Gear, we were talking about it a few weeks ago about like the new cocktail series, and I really want the
Which
Around the
still haven't
World
come out.
with the really
Yeah.
pretty translucent green one Around the World,
Mhm.
locked and like just like, confirmed over there with Oblation right now on my end. But
It is, yeah.
my friend Christiana from Christiana Writes was doing a pen
Oh,
kaigi
yeah.
a few weeks ago, where she
Right.
kind of went through her pens and like decides which one she's gonna let go of to make room for more. And then she was kind of like nudging the après ski, like, yeah, it's time to let that go. And I was like, what size nib is it? And the moment she said it's M nib, I'm like, I'll take it. I will take it. And I love it. Oh my goodness. And first of all though, it's housed in this beautiful brass town
Knockco.
pen case
Ooh.
that comes
yeah.
with like a pen roll that's like in it.
Yeah.
This
Those are
colorway is
amazing.
like a teal and a pink, and the inside pen roll is like a hot lime. Really pretty. It's from Knoxco, but unfortunately, no one can ever get it anymore. So I'm sorry, I'm sharing it
Nope.
here because we all know. I think Pen Addict Brad talked about it. He's the founder of Knoxco, and they are like kind of shutting it
I
down.
didn't know that. Oh my god. Okay.
Yeah.
Why are they shutting it down
Well,
though?
he's kind of focusing his energy on other ventures, and that one just kind of isn't working out financially. So they had like a huge
Sure.
discount sale, like multiple times in the past few
Oh
months,
my gosh.
like 50%
Glad I'm
off.
paying attention.
And I hesitated that first time, and then this Brasstown pen case is just sold out. And then so when like they cleared out more stock and I came back and like people were like sharing the link, and I'm like, I'm just gonna go for it. Only $20, and it's a great kind of like
Oh,
full
that's such a
size
good price.
pen case with this like pen roll that holds 6 pen. And so this is the way you can like keep your fountain pens safe.
Yep.
without brushing up against like a scissor or something else you're gonna put in that pen case. And there's still plenty of size, and it's like a zipper case. But anyway, um, it currently
So
houses all
I
my.
also just want to say this case is way more Kelly than it is April, which is why I'm surprised you have it.
I really like the colorway though, the lime green
Yeah,
and
it's
like
cute.
that teal color. But this is my first après-ski is my first Sailor Pro
Oh.
Gear full size, and I love it.
Oh.
I will. It's hard to go back to the slim now. Like I love the chunky
Really?
girth in my hand, and
Yeah. Nice.
the bigger nib size. Like I didn't realize it's like actually like the nib is one size larger than the ones in the slim, and I just love that. Like this is a
Nice.
21K nib of the cocktail series. Après ski is like from the first few cocktail series,
Mm-hmm.
and I was writing and I was like, huh, why does it feel like the tip of the nib feels longer and like more, I don't know, sturdy in a way? And I just enjoyed
Uh-huh.
writing with it so much. And then I like pulled out my other Sailor Pro gears. Like I think I compared it to my Camellia and Snow, and I was like, it's significantly smaller. And like I've been having so much
Yeah.
trouble with my other Pro Gear Slims, the MF nibs, that I was just like,
No. Oh, well.
this is eons better, and I'm just loving it. And even
Whoa.
though this après ski is in that very similar translucent jadey color as the Around the World that
Yeah,
I still want,
it's very similar.
I don't care. It's beautiful. Like the top, the red finial on top is like
Oh,
that
that's
olive
cute.
on this like gin base, or like maybe I don't know. I don't even know what après ski is a drink. I just know it's like
I don't either.
I don't
We're
know.
not alcohol drinkers around here.
But it's so pretty. Like I
Not
choose to
frequently.
think about this as a melon soda, like with the
Mm-hmm.
minty
Oh,
green
yeah.
body and the red cherry, and it's just so lovely. Like the clear finials on the end reminds me
Yes.
of the glass, the foot of the glasses, so of the cocktail glass.
Yeah.
So I'm really happy about this purchase. Bought a little discount because it's secondhand, which worked out for me because
Yeah.
Christiana treats her pens super nicely, so it's almost like new. And I'm like, she even included like the box and the original paper and the original like cartridges and stuff. And I'm like,
Nice.
oh shoot, I should have kept all my boxes. I just like throw them away.
Yeah. I straight up, so I do tend to keep pen boxes. Maybe only Sailors though, because and ink boxes, forget about it. I throw those all
I
away.
know, and I'm like, yeah, what if one day I do want to like pass it on or sell it, and then I don't have the right vehicle? I'm gonna put it in a Ziploc bag and like just cushion it to the buyer. But I
Yeah.
just love it so much, and it's making me look forward to Around the World and nib
Oh
size
man.
Sailor Pro Gear full size. Like now,
Yes.
I want more of these.
They're so yeah, so because you've said that now I'm like, shoot. What am I gonna do?
Aren't you
But
getting one too?
that does
Aren't you also getting one?
well see, here's the thing, and I'm not sure if I actually corrected myself. I feel like I did, but so we as retailers have to order those pens as a set, but we do not have to sell them as a set. We can sell
Right.
them individually. So
Yeah.
which is dope. So I will put that one on. You want it in the M, right?
Yes.
I'll make you a little form and everything, so it'll be official.
Okay, thank you. You have to guarantee that, because I think I missed out on a pre-order from Yoseka because I thought you guys are holding one for me.
Oh no, yeah. Wait, did they get them already?
No, I think they just had them as pre-order or something, and then it's like
Oh, gotcha. Okay,
sold
one of
out.
those.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. We're not doing that because we're not getting that many.
Nice.
It's hard when you have to order every one of the set, and then it's like some of the colors people want more of, and it's like we can't order them without ordering all the rest. But anyway,
I know. What was the one color that they were our initial group was saying they're gonna have Kelly try to sell it in the store? Was it one of the
yeah,
white one?
the orange or the white. I feel like I don't know. I don't know yet. I really want to see them all in person. I'm looking forward to that.
Nice. Awesome. Well, what is your item
Oh,
this week?
so here's my thing. I actually wanted to just take this opportunity to talk about a kind of crisis I'm having right now,
Okay.
a kind of a planner crisis. Don't worry, it's not unrelated.
It's only
Um,
February.
it's February, but like, okay, I've been finding throughout this new year so far, through the first little over a month, I feel like staying caught up in my planners is becoming more difficult than I thought. And I found myself today kind of wanting to just say, like, whatever to all the extra stuff I have and just being in a traveler's notebook for a lot of stuff. um, because okay, like the Bushimen Pal
Hmm.
and the Jibun Techo specifically are ones that I'm not really touching at all. And
Mm.
like, and they're mostly not, because I'm not really using them with a functional. I was trying to use my Bushimen for the functional stuff, but it really just kind of has fallen by the wayside, and then I end up just like making these kind of very minimal spreads of
Yeah.
just like the Himekuri cat with like washi tape. And then that's it. I'm like, I feel like I need to like pass this on to someone that'll actually use it, but I'm like, I already used part of it and there's Kelly in here, so I don't know if anyone would want it anyway.
You can like neatly remove those pages, and
Right.
because I'm pretty sure people would be wanting to buy the fall right now because it's
Yeah?
not available as much as the other books.
Yeah.
But
And
so
then my
as
Jibun
a
Techo Days,
mhm.
that has a whole extra book that because
Seen
it's
its
like an
days.
Avec basically. So what's that?
Seen its days. No, I was
Yeah.
just trying to make a pun joke.
uh yeah. So
How about your Hobonichis? How are they doing?
see, that's the thing. My Hobonichis, and this is something that I feel like I realize every single year. But my Hobonichi is my home. You know how it's like Hogwarts is my home. Hobonichi is my
Okay, cool.
and I'm
You're just temporarily
like
away
I've
from home for a little bit.
yeah, and even because I've started to use my Hobonichi cousin that I didn't even have at the
Mhm.
beginning, and that's amazing. My Weeks is of course my true love, and my 5-year Techo is still my true love. I feel like outside of the 5-year Techo, the A5, and the Weeks, it's like, what am I doing this for? Like, what is anyone else having this kind of a
No,
crisis right now?
this is right about the timing I would expect people to start having these doubts. Like around in the community, people are like posting posts like, "How's everyone doing in your planners?" In streams, people are like, "So, are you catching up? Are you finding things you don't like?" And I'm like, why are people asking these questions? Like, why are you
April's just perfect in all of them.
why are you policing yourself on having to perfectly write in all of your journals? Like, I feel like that was the mentality I never had in the beginning.
Oh,
Like, I
yes.
have 14 planners, journals for this year, and I'm still happily writing in any of them whenever I want. Like, I'm not like
Yes.
this week I'm all caught up in all 14 books. No way. Like, there's no way you can do that. But
Yeah.
I'm happily caught up in my Hobonichi every day. That's all that matters. And then, like, yeah, this week I watched a bunch of Star Wars movie, so I'm writing in my traveler's notebook. And then last week I like wanted to cut up all these like PT tapes, so I filled up my hours last week. But then, was it filled up this week yet? No, I haven't even touched it yet this week. So it's just kind of like, for me, there's no one keeping an eye on you to make sure you wrote in all 12, all 7 planners or whatever. So why stress
Right.
yourself out, you know? So if you feel like you
Yes.
want to take a trip to your traveler's notebook for a month, go for it.
Yeah, and to me it's not because I'm the same way. I don't feel like, oh, I have to do it or I'm a bad person. Like, no, that's not what this is about. It's more like just kind of realizing that I don't even need or want to do it. Like with these specific like extra planners. I'm like, I ordered too much. we
and
could
that
we
and
could
that
go
little
back to
note,
past Kelly.
that little notey you had.
Oh,
the
I even just forgot about it.
you just completely
I'm
forgot
really
about
sad.
it.
No, because I went to a thrift store and I got this really cute like leather cover that perfectly fits it. Like look at this.
It's so
My
cute.
little
It's so
like,
adorable.
and I didn't even mention it because I forgot about it.
If you think
But
about it,
the way that
like
yeah,
that planner is like what, $20? You eat, you
a
go
little
out
bit
for
less.
yeah, exactly. You go out for a meal and it's $25. And that meal lasted that hour. And this thing,
Ooh,
you had fun in it for like 2 weeks, 3 weeks. It's more than worth it. Like
you
why
know
why
what? Can
are
we
journals
take that as a sound bite and like play it for all of our like significant others or friends that
I
come
know.
at us for this?
So I don't think of planners or journals as like investment type items that needs to be used.
Right.
They're consumables, okay? They're like you
Yes.
have fun in it for
Yes.
that brief moment and that's worth your $40. I love it. Like I
Yeah.
so don't stress. I
I
feel
like
like
that.
you know, relax. It's February. And you don't have to like
Oh,
denounce
yeah.
any journals yet. They can stay safely and chill a little bit in your Rascock for this month. Maybe in March.
That's literally what they've been doing.
I know, maybe, like, haven't you been playing Pokemon Arceus and stuff? And I would
Yep.
imagine,
Yep.
like, you might get to a point where you're like, oh, I want to document everything. And where would that go? So then it would, like, hop
Yeah.
into one of your random planners. And, like, the year is
It's
still
true.
long. Something might come up.
The,
And
the
you'll
year is
have
still young.
I know you'll have the perfect planner or the perfect journal or notebook for it then. So or sell it right now and make some
I
bucks to buy some new stationery. So
I really love what April's saying right now, and I hope everybody else that's struggling like me is taking that to heart because that does make me feel better.
I know. So yeah, I'm glad you brought it up though, because that is definitely the question, and it's like so hard to like answer because I guess some people also feel like yeah, it is a lot of money and like it is money
Yeah, well, I mean,
spent.
it's not like
Yeah.
my Jibun Techa, what that probably retails for like $40. I mean,
Hmm.
it adds up. It's not like you can just do it and anyway.
I know. But I just hate for people to think of it as like chores and like, stressful
Yeah, because that's
source
not
of
what it's
stress.
about.
So, maybe it is nice that you kind of have these thoughts and then you can just like quickly decide what you want to do with it or like quickly decide what attitude
Yeah.
you want to have towards it. So I guess maybe that is okay for people to bring up these questions. So I'm glad you brought it up.
Yeah, let's talk about it. Come on and at me. I'm ready.
And I'm like right now thinking about Phyllis's latest Instagram story where she just bought a new note tea. I can't wait to unpack that with her in a recent episode.
Very nice.
Awesome.
I was thinking of Phyllis when I brought this up too. I'm like, she'll get me.
Moving on into the next topic.
Yep.
Something cheerful.
Yes.
I'm so excited for these.
Yes.
As this
Oh
episode
man. So
comes
did
out.
you order these?
Of course I did. I ordered it the first day it dropped. I ordered a bunch,
Yay.
including yours. And unfortunately,
Okay, good.
unfortunately for our listeners, the time this episode comes out, the pre-order has ended. It was yesterday. It ended
over.
on Tuesday. Sorry,
Oops.
I didn't ask to get COVID and not talk about it last week, but I feel like I might have talked about it before one time, but whatever. Maruco Art! She's from Taiwan. She does these amazing animal illustrations and turn them into stationery. And last year, 2 years ago, she turned her art into a tarot deck. And I got the set. I got that deck right there. But she
Yes.
recently came out with a new deck, a new iteration of her cute animals into tarot. And it's just like a level up, I feel like. So dessert themed tarot card. Just think Maruco Art's cute animal with like delicious, enticing, adorable dessert put together to represent all 80. I forgot the number of cards again.
78.
78 cards. I don't know how
Yeah,
she did it. It's amazing. Like she has a spread in her
it's a lot.
Instagram where it's just all her art pieces, like how when she was working on each individual piece of art.
Oh,
And I'm just like,
wow.
wow, this lady cranked out 78 original illustrations to create this deck of cards. And
That's why I'm stalling on my tarot deck, because it's a lot of work.
and it's amazing. Like,
They're so
so the
good.
first deck that she created, she went through to, I don't know what is the name of that OG deck, but like she was really trying to,
Oh, Rider-Waite Smith.
yeah, she was trying to
Yeah.
really match it to the original illustration, but just kind of turn it into animal form. But like the moon one had like the lobster and all that, so it was very
Mm-hmm.
true to the original illustration. But this set, I feel like it's not for the beginners because she just completely went wild and reimagined
Yes.
every single scene of those cards, of the tarot cards. So, like, for example, the four motifs, right? Like the wands, the swords, the cups, and the pentacles, they're no
Mm-hmm.
longer that. Like, the wands are cake pops.
Oh my
Cake
god, I
pops.
didn't realize that. So cute.
All the wands are cake pops. All the swords are baguettes.
Oh.
All the cups are like parfaits and melon soda. And all the pentacles are, is it donuts? Donuts. Like
Donuts?
cute donuts.
Oh!
And I love
Oh my
that in
god.
this set she included unique animals like quokkas, skunks,
Yeah.
beavers, like this like Afghan hound, the meerkat. It's just like, we're
The
used to
Afghan one is
Maruco
really
art.
cute.
We're used to Maruco art doing like Shiba Inu bunnies, like chipmunks, like doggos, like all these cute things.
Cats.
And she really went kind of wild with this series, really reimagining all the scenes. Like the really sad card, like, well, not sad, but the more depressing Four of Cups. Remember how it was like a person kind of lonely, like
Yes.
kind of desolate, like
Yes.
at home. But now you got this really cute skunk sitting on like this cute bed with like three melon soda drinks in front of them and then like a grand parfait on top. And it was just like,
Yes.
it's so cute. You're supposed to
Yeah.
feel
And I
a little bit like, aw, when you get the Four of Cups, and now you're just like, this is an adorable card.
and see, I wouldn't say that the like meanings of the cards changed in this deck, but like rather than kind of mirroring the Rider-Waite Smith artwork, it's more, Maruco.
It's very, very
and
Marco.
and like the Four of Cups is usually like someone's looking at their three cups, but really and going, I don't want those, I want the cup that's over there. So I think that's super cute with the skunk, like, I don't want these, the grand parfait is better than these other ones.
I know, and I just think it's great. Like
It's really cute.
I can't wait to pour through every single card. Like, this
Oh
this
yeah.
should be stationary. Like she's thinking about making washi tapes out of the Oracle
Oh my god.
ones, I think. But I just like, I don't even need to like use it for tarot. Like I probably won't be able to read them as well as I read the original deck, but I don't
Yeah.
care. These are just cute to look through, and like you can like
Okay,
pull a
and
card every day and just feel happy about the dessert that you got.
yes. And so, okay, this one that I just noticed, the Two of Cups, has the two hedgehogs sitting across from each other at a cafe table with parfaits. And it reminds me exactly of my friend Morgan just started playing Animal Crossing, and we went to the cafe together, and it was my first time going to the cafe with a friend, and like they make you sit at the little table together, and it looks just like this.
The Eight of Cups is like
So
that
cute.
penguin with like 8 cups of
Yes.
parfait. And I know we keep gushing about this and you can't pre-order, but if you did pre-order, you are gonna get like a cool little keychain that features.
Does that come with it?
Yeah, I think so. It's one
The
of the
little
gifts. So it's gonna have
penguin.
like this penguin pouring like matcha syrup and like red bean paste on this.
That's literally a photo of
I
April,
know, on like
actually.
a delicious shaved ice kakigori. So I'm just like, yes, yes.
I
This
think
deck
she
is.
did that specifically for you.
I feel so bad because I've been badgering her. Like I was literally, hey Maruco, so how's it going? Like, when are you gonna release the dessert tarot deck? Because she's been drawing these since last year, and
Oh,
she
yeah.
finally updated. And like it was like the busiest time too because of, of Lunar New Year. So it's just kind of like she's
Mhm.
like, I'm pushing, and it's gonna come out at the end of January. It's gonna come out soon. And then I was just like refreshing every day, waiting for it to be launched. So yay!
Oh. And
I'm
oh my
super
god,
hyped.
that card, the penguin with the keychain card, that's actually a card she made,
That is actually a card too.
which is
What
so that just makes it even better. I don't know what one it is. There's no
it
title on it in the
I
picture
know.
I'm
I
looking at.
think she hasn't revealed it, but I would imagine the
It might be the
pentacles, cause
star though.
oh, the star. Okay, I'm
Or
just
no,
looking.
no, it might be temperance since he's pouring two different things.
I love that you're analyzing. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I would guess either of those two.
So the pre-order just ended, but I wouldn't be surprised if she did a rerun of these because it's just amazing.
Yeah,
And
if
these will
it's like
be
super popular, which it, yeah.
probably will. This is going to be shipping out in April, like not immediately. I think they're going to produce it first, but it's going to come right around my birthday, so I'm really really excited.
Yeah, and isn't that when you're planning to go? Are you still planning to
Yeah,
go?
maybe I'll be in Taiwan then, and I won't be able to receive them here. Oh my goodness, I should have just sent them home. Oh my goodness. Oh wow,
Well, we'll find a
we'll
way.
figure something
I
out.
might just stalk your house and
Have Elliot do some shipping for me.
intercept.
Yeah. Okay, so
Oh,
that's my hype for this week. Something
that's
I
just
want, and actually already ordered, so I just want to talk about it.
we're talking about cute things from Japan right now because of course. Um so I was going to talk about these we all I'm saying we all know Aiko Fukawa, right? Cuz she does those she does a lot of stationery and like memo pad letter sheet
Yes,
artwork.
yes.
Um the illustrations are usually like cute and whimsical. I know she's had even some illustrations come to like some mainstream shops in the US even. I know that at Oblation we for a brief time carried like stuff that was illustrated by her but produced by some random like US brand. I
Oh,
don't know.
cool.
And I was like, "Hey, I know who that is." So um so she's come out with some new bangers out here.
So good.
And by that I mean just really really cute.
Letter sets,
Yeah, but
writing cards, writer paper pad. I don't know.
yeah. And I really like how it's not a letter set. It's they have like the paper pad and the envelope set separately. I
Mm.
don't know why I like that. Do I even like that? It's the oh, I guess it's literally only 5 envelopes in a set and then the writing paper pad you get 4 different designs, total of 12 sheets. Okay. That's not so many, but they're I don't know. Why do we need that many anyway?
Yes.
So, the one I really like is called Little Window, and it's like the intention is you can write in it's a horizontal or landscape card with a big ass window, and then it's got the one that I like the most has 2 cats in the
Aw.
windowsill with like the vases of flowers. There's another one that has 2 dogs.
Oh my goodness. So
Um,
you write in that blank space that is the window, basically.
right.
Cute.
And then one has a bunny and a squirrel, and the last one has like a bunch of random little objects and a little birdie.
Aw. That's
And
so
each
cute.
like each window is different has like a slightly different shape. They have different curtains on the side, and it's like a simple but cute way to switch up your letter sets, I guess. I don't know. I like
I
it.
know. Cute
But
things
then
from Japan.
April April was like, "Hey, I like this one, produced by Necktie."
Yes,
And
that's another
it's this
illustrator that I
memo pad.
really like.
It's so cute. So it's like a semi truck. Well, I mean, not really like a Japanese style semi truck,
Hmm.
but there's like one with a that has a giant cat and
One with an
one that has a
apple,
giant apple.
and then like a whole tray of baguettes.
Is that what that is? Okay.
Anyway, it's sold out, but I love it so
Oh.
much. Like necktie. I'm trying to read it Japanese
Uh-huh.
style. Necktie does
Oh,
these
Nekutai.
really
Yeah.
cute, like whimsical illustrations. Like I've been collecting her memo pad as well, and she had actually another one where it's like a Japanese post box with like a big black bear, and it's super adorable too. Also by
Oh, I
Necktie.
just saw that one too.
And these are things that if I walk into a stationery store, like literally when I was in New York, I walked into Nico Neko, I walked into Yoseika, and then I just grabbed them off the shelf to kind of like complete the collection. And it's just amazing.
Yes.
The cute things from Japan uploaded these right on the heels of me already placing my second order. So I like missed out. I'm like, I cannot place a third order. Not until something cooler comes out.
Yeah.
So I think along with this series, did you see there's like a bunch of cool new clear tapes
But
too?
yes, of
Um,
course I
by
did.
by similar artists, Midori Asano, Masao Takahata, the bear illustrator we really like. Nishi Shuku is
Yep.
another illustrator that does a lot of these memo pads and stuff. There's just a bunch. Like I think this is probably the new wave, like the new series, right?
Yep.
Like launched from this brand. So
And
amazing.
there's also IUAO stuff that's
Yes.
like totally my style, and I didn't want to talk about it because I don't want to think about it. Because they're so
Well,
cute and I don't want to
why
buy
don't
them.
you and your mom put together a little quick order and then like try to get some of that?
I know that
Yeah.
that would make sense. There's too much good stuff out there.
All right.
I see you. I see you. Cute things from Japan.
So winding down the episode. Wow, this is a long episode, but
Yeah.
I just want to quickly
It's because I
mention
had to talk about my crisis. I'm sorry.
we had to solve that, but so quick last few things before we end the episode. I just want to
Yep.
share this cool illustrator that I found and I really like. Her name is Kylene Falls. She's actually American.
Mm.
KailenEFalls, but she currently lives in
Mm-hmm.
Japan, and she actually like goes on like TV shows or something as a personality. But she's an amazing
Oh.
illustrator, and she does exclusively food illustrations, and they are amazing. And they're usually like Japanese food, like dangos, like the sakura
Mm-hmm.
mochi, the parfait, the sushi, and it's just like super realistic and super detailed watercolor illustrations of these food. Like if you look at her
Mm-hmm.
Instagram, which we'll link in our Instagram, just amazing things. And I was like, how can I get her stuff as stationery? But her Etsy shop actually sells these prints. So if you want to like own the original
Mm.
prints of these watercolors, you can buy them from her
Oh
Etsy
wow.
shop. But
Yeah.
they're a little bit more pricey, obviously, because this I'm sure these takes a lot of time. But she has a Redbubble shop where she sells stationery of these illustrations. So you can buy individual stickers of like, for example, the Sakura Mochi or like, and she actually printed like a series of calendar, like a calendar with her Japanese food as the theme for 2022. So you can purchase
Mm-hmm.
the big wall calendar. There's a notebook
Mm.
that has a amazing just bowl of ramen on top called the Japanese ramen notebook. And so I just wanted to shout that out. And I think I'm probably gonna try
Yeah.
to get a few of the green food illustration stickers. Like you can get them in magnets or stickers in her Redbubble
I
shop,
love
and
the
I like
stickers.
it so good.
I love her Sakura mochi. It looks so good.
The dango. She grouped them by color, like red food illustration, yellow food illustration. So yeah, I just want to shout her out, Kylene Falls, super amazing illustrator, and I just want to keep tab of all these amazing creators. Yeah.
Totally.
And finally,
So
I thought we talked about this. I thought we talked
I
about.
I don't think we have talked about
Okay, I
this.
mentioned it in passing when we talked
Okay.
about Eric and Amarillo Stationery, because
Well, he did the had the Team Tenera's podcast exclusive Sailor Ink.
and then he himself, Arigama,
Right.
is opening a stationery online store catering
Yeah.
exclusively Latin American brands, and Monarca
Mm-hmm.
was one of the first ones that he is like kind of
Oh,
touting and like promoting. So I think I've seen
yeah.
these a while ago, but I haven't seen those swatches, and they're pretty.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and so my bad for not realizing that. They're called Monarca, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Inspired by Mexico inks. They're 30 ml bottles, and the packaging is gorgeous. The packaging actually reminds me of this brand called Bomo Art, which I believe is Hungarian. I want to say that's a stationery brand. Like the font and the label on the package like reminds me of that. But the colors are really pretty, and and all the inks come in the 30 ml glass bottles, and every box ships with a wooden base that holds the ink bottle and includes a rest for your pen, according to the well-appointed desk.
Yes.
Which I think is really kind of a
A
cool,
little bit
like,
of an ink stand.
yeah, because sometimes when you're filling your pen and it's a smaller bottle and you kind of get worried about spillage, but having the little stand makes it easier, I think. But especially that Arena Blanca color that really
Oh, that's the one that
serves.
caught your attention. I
Well,
personally like the nopal and the cardona. The cardona has a very interesting
oh yeah,
red to green kind of fusion thingy.
yeah. Well, see, I would prefer to write with those two colors, but I thought the Arena Blanca was the most like unique that I've seen.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of like when Uniball Signo came out with that like nude gel pen, right?
Yes. That you can't even
So,
see on any paper.
but like this one, it looks like it looks more like shortbread or I don't know. So anyway, they're really pretty unique. I like them, and I love when, of course, when these blogs and people do review inks and they'll compare them to like inks they already have that, so that
So you can decide if you need them or not, or just affirm that you need them.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's just if I could just look at ink swatches all day, I would do it. Oh wait, I do that a lot of the time at work and at home.
Oh my goodness. So yeah, I know Amarillo Stationery, Eric, he's already doing like pre-orders and stuff like through his Instagram.
Mm,
But can't wait to see these pop up in everyone's shop or in everyone's
yeah.
home. I know the box that you mentioned, the box design is so cool. Like you can kind of put them together and they piece out a full image. It's really,
I
really
didn't know
nice.
that.
Yeah.
Oh,
They're
oh, I see.
like one set is
Oh,
the ocean scene and one set is kind of like the desert scene.
oh,
It's really
that's awesome.
really cool.
See, that's a reason to keep your boxes.
Yes.
Nice. Oh, and they're only $20 a bottle. I feel like that's really not too bad.
All right. Well, we'll see Kelly get
Nice.
one and talk about it.
Okay. Okay, well, yeah, thanks for letting me air my grievances with you guys. That was therapeutic.
And as always, you can find us on Instagram at the Stationery Cafe. And usually with happy hours, we will share and tag those brands we talk about. So that's technically where the show note lives. And then if you are a Patreon supporter, of the tall tier, which is only $12 a month, you'll be able to see this video where we actually pull out my pen case and Kelly shields her desperate face when she talks about her journals. So,
Oh my gosh.
so yeah, we really appreciate your support and we look forward to bringing you more content for 2022. Bye, Kelly. Talk to you next week.
Bye, April.